What's going on, guys? Look, this is going to be just kind of a rambling video. This is a topic, a subject matter that requires no production value whatsoever, so I'm just going to kind of spout off some crap here real quick. Don't know how long it's going to take, so let's just go from there. Look, this chick, this Kentucky county clerk, Kim Davis, man, I'm getting inundated with this crap. Everybody on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram even. I'm seeing stuff on Instagram. I mean, I thought that was supposed to be for gun pictures and shit, you know. Everybody's talking about this. Every podcast I listen to, every radio show I've been hearing about is about this chick and how she didn't want to sign off on any gay marriage licenses, so now she's in jail, right? I'll be the first to admit I don't know everything about this case, only what I've been hearing from all these sources, and I know the whole argument against her is basically along the lines of she's a Democrat, she's only been a Christian for 4 years, she's had 4 divorces, she had kids out of wedlock. Let's throw all that on the table here real quick. I don't care if she's a Democrat, and I don't think that has any bearing on what we're talking about here. And her having divorces in the past and kids out of wedlock, the whole idea behind Christianity, well, one of the ideas anyway, and it should be the idea behind every religion, and even if you're not a religious person, it should still be a way of life for people, is that you can make mistakes and fix them and be better. So I don't see what anything she's done in the past has to do with where she's at now. So that, again, should have absolutely no bearing. We should all be trying to be better people all the time. She's trying to be a better person according to, you know, what she believes. So the two arguments I've been hearing in favor of her is, one, this argument of religious, you know, the idea that she should be able to have her religiously held beliefs no matter what, and that, you know, this goes against that. And I will say my point of view on that particular point is, if she owned her own business and working at her own business, then I'm completely 100% in agreement with that. Absolutely, hands down. I don't have any problems with that whatsoever. I've said many times, hey, if you own your own business, you shouldn't have to sell a cake or sell flowers or sell a TV to somebody you don't like. All right? Maybe that, even if you're just being an asshole about it or a douchebag, whatever, not my thing. I wouldn't have a problem selling a cake to somebody who's gay because I don't care. It doesn't affect me. Doesn't affect my life. I'm not taking part in their religious ceremony by baking a freaking cake or giving some flowers. It's not how I see it at all. So it is ridiculous, but there's a whole nother topic. But if you want to do that, absolutely, I will stand up for your right to do so. Now, government's already said you can't, so there goes that. But that's the religious aspect of it. You should have the right to do that if you own your own business. She doesn't have her own business, okay? She works for the government. She works for another entity. And that entity has decided this is something that's this is the way it is, and you work here, you have to accept the way we've decided things are. That's the way it would be with any company, right? The other side of this is I'm hearing the argument of, well, her job description changed. She's been a county clerk for 20 years, and now all of a sudden her job description changed, and she's being told to do something she never had to do before, and it just so happens to also go against her religious beliefs. She shouldn't have to do something because it wasn't what she was hired to do. Let me let you in on something, guys. Just this year, I've had to go through major job changes at the place where I work, okay? That happens to everybody. I don't know of any job that I've ever had that did not go through some sort of change, and many times a drastic change in what my duties or responsibilities were or something. I didn't sit back and go, I'm not going to do that, because I would have gotten fired, okay? I either go along with the changes, or as I have done in the past, I quit. That's how it works. That is part of the process. She was in a position where she had a change in her job. She works for another entity, so she has no control over those changes. If she wants to have control over changes like that, she needs to start her own business, right? And she can work for herself, and then she doesn't have to do that kind of thing. But she doesn't. She works for somebody else. She has no bearing to stand on here for not doing this, all right? It is the law of the land. I don't think that the way they came about this was correct. I don't have a problem with gay marriage at all. I don't care. It doesn't affect me or my life or my beliefs or anything like that if two dudes want to get married or two chicks want to get married. I don't care. Go have at it. Okay? I don't like the way they did it. I think that the way they did it opens the door for a lot of other things that we don't want. All right? So that's where I fall on the gay marriage issue. Don't care, but I don't like the way they did it. But fact is fact. She works for the government. The government has said this is legal. She kind of has to deal with it. That's just how it is. So again, she doesn't really have a leg to stand on here. And I don't know why we are spending so much time talking about this. If you want to talk about what kind of threat gay marriage is to this country, look somewhere else, because the real threat isn't gay marriage itself. It's the activists who are now out there actively going to the courts and trying to push through that churches are going to be forced to marry people that go against the religious belief. And inside a church, I mean, we are supposed to be protected, all right? Protecting religious freedom in this country is one of the things we are founded on. All right. We are, you know, there is that separation, and you don't want to force religion on anybody, but also you have to accept that people have the right to practice their religion in their own church or in their own homes how they see fit, as long as it doesn't violate anybody else's rights. And there are people who are actively trying to make that go away and give the churches a choice, a legal choice, that you either do this or you can't be a church anymore. That's the real threat to religious freedom from the gay marriage perspective. And that's not even most gay people. That's just the hardcore activists that want to push this crap through and make it to where they can walk into any church they want and go, you're going to have to marry me, or I'm going to sue you and you're not going to be able to be a church anymore because it breaks the law. That's the real problem. Stop worrying about this chick who honestly is just making a big deal out of nothing. If it goes against her religious beliefs because her job changed, she needs to quit. She needs to quit. Resign your job. This should not be an issue, guys. I don't know why I'm getting inundated with it. It's such a non-issue. This chick's just, I don't know, maybe she's getting attention. Maybe she thinks she's doing something good here, but she's not. That's not how real life works. You have a job, your job description changed, deal with it or quit. Boom, done. Done. And I agree with your right to have whatever religious beliefs you want, and you shouldn't be forced to do something you don't want to do. But at the same time, if you're not going to do what the job requires, you cannot be expected to just be allowed to continue working there with no consequences for not doing your job. That's not how it works anywhere. Anywhere. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter. That's not how it works, unless you're the boss's son. You know what I mean? So, again, rambling video, I'm sure. Very interested in your comments down below. I'm sure a lot of people are going to disagree with me. That's fine. Again, we live in a great country. You can disagree with me. So there you go. That's it. I'm done. I'm done rambling. Hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys watching. We will talk to you later. Thanks.